America, there's something huge on the horizon. And if you think this doesn't affect you, think again.
Well, what are you looking at? You are looking at three KC-135s. They refuel aircraft in the air. If you watched Tucker's episode 33 with the general that has been both in combat and the Pentagon, one of the things that he was saying would be very difficult would be for planes to land in Israel and refuel because it would be under such heavy fire if we got involved. Well, these three showed up along with 3 F-16 squadrons, 2 A-10 squadrons, and 1 F-15E squadron, along with B-52s, along with intelligence gathering planes, along with 12,000 Navy and Marines at sea on 3 Stryker groups, along with 2,000 Special Ops Marines, and there supposedly is a couple of more Special Ops already over there, and I have heard that there's been 30,000 deployed there, although that part I cannot confirm right this moment. I was also told that Tel Aviv and Hezbollah has also joined the fight, again trying to confirm that one as well. We have also had our bases hit in Iraq and Syria 10 times now. So that, of course, is a direct attack on U.S. So, why am I saying all of this? Well, because as Russia and China have called for peace talks and ceasefire, because they understand what will happen, how this will destabilize the Middle East if this war continues to escalate. Then you have the U.S. and you have Israel that have said, absolutely not. We're not going to stand down, we're not going to cease fire, we're not going to negotiate. Now, that's going to force Iran, that's going to force Turkey, that's going to force other Syria, to Hezbollah to take a side. Obviously, they will not be taking our side or the West. And by the way, I forgot to mention that France and Britain and UK have all spent special forces over as well. So now we have a bunch of, egotistical maniacs at this point that all have their finger, or their itchy finger, on the nuke trig and waiting to see who screws up first. So I want to make sure that something is very clear to us Americans at home who think we're so insulated from anything that ever happens. And quite frankly, we have been. We've been able to go 60 or 70 years without any major losses. And although we did lose troops in the 20-year war, we still didn't lose that many due to our technology and then who we were fighting, which was people with not much, the guerrilla warfare, right? It's a lot easier to take people out when you have all this technology. Now we're going up against Iran, who has super accurate nukes. Russia, same thing. China, same thing. Turkey, same thing. So we are not just going up against some guerrilla warfares on the side of a mountain. And I want to make sure that this is crystal clear to you folks in America. The second you hear America has whatever, shot down this, done this, whatever, has entered the war, I want you to start the timer on your phone. What do I mean by that? I mean that it's just a matter of time before the chaos starts here, because as you well know, we left our border open for 2.5 years, and Hezbollah has people coming in from Mexico. That's been confirmed. You've also had Blinken stand up and say, we think there might be some bad actors, some Hamas and Hezbollah in America that may have come across the border. No fucking shit, Sherlock. We've been saying that for 2.5 years, and now all of a sudden the epiphany hits this administration. Or is it an epiphany? So, for all of you folks that said, oh, well, don't be messing with me. You make it to my doorstep, you better be ready. I hope you're ready. because it's going to be at your doorstep and mine very shortly. And one last thing I want to bring up, if you look at the M2 money supply, which is the deposits, the cash on hand that is believed to be held by Americans and what's in the banks, we have just dipped below the line 0 to 3. I believe it's 3.85%, negative 3.85%. Now, this has happened twice in the 1800s, at 2% unemployment rate during the 1800s. It happened again during the 1918, Spanish, and that I believe that was 4%, and then the big one, which was the Great Depression. I think I'm right on this. I'm trying to paraphrase in my brain. And the Great Depression was at a negative 12%, which was 25% unemployment. So today we're coming in at 3.85%. So what does that mean? That means the job and the paycheck that you just can't walk away from for us to come together and start a new life, it's already gone. They just haven't told you yet. And if you go look at the debt clock, you can see where that is. If you look at where the dollar is to gold and silver, you can see where that is. We're at like 130, 140% GDP. Anyway, the money that you're not willing to let go and the job that you're not willing to leave because you think next month you're going to have to pay a mortgage, or maybe the following month after that, you'll find out we won't be paying. So instead of getting ready, you'll be spending time working for the corporations that run this country. And they know that.